Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. Now, as you can see from the screen, this week's video is going to be Buzzworthy Bumblebee and Spike Witwicky. Now, I happen to have been lucky enough to find this at my local Target. I think it was only maybe just one or two left, so when I saw him, I snagged it, because when I've seen this one, it was pretty awesome looking. So, let's see here. Now, as you can tell, you got the image of Bumblebee as well as Spike in his exosuit in the back. Close-up picture of Bumblebee smirking that smirk. He's a smirker! And of course you got Bumblebee and of course Spike in the silver helmet, which I really wish they didn't do. Wish they did like a head in there with a clear dome. That would have been cool. But again, that's just my opinion. So let's go ahead and take a look in the back here. And here you have the product shots of both Bumblebee and Spike in both their exosuit clad and robot mode, as well as their vehicle and transformed exosuit mode. So that is pretty awesome. I really cannot wait to actually crack these things open. So let's go ahead and take another look-see around the front, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and crack these open. Alright, there they are, out of their plastic prison and posed up. I have to say, I'm not too disappointed with the figures. Very nice looking, somewhat posable, and I do say somewhat. So now the one thing I do have a problem with is Spike over here. Unfortunately, he has very limited posability. Very stiff in the arms. There's no elbow joint here to make the forearms bend, and unfortunately, these legs are just there. There's no bendability among the legs here. Not to mention, so if he does, well, hell, he has no type of bend whatsoever. He's just there. So Hasbro dropped the ball on this when they did this. I mean, if they can make the knees and the legs bend, they could have been able to do it with this one. So yeah, I've been seeing that, you know, with some of the smaller figures that they're using as accessories for some of the bots. They're dropping the ball, and that's how come a lot of us are turning to third-party markets to get alternates, or not alternates, but add-ons or upgrade kits. So Hasbro, guys, if you don't really start improving your game, you're gonna lose out on a lot of long-standing customers. I'm just saying. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Spike. Even though he is just, come on, there we go. As you can tell, he's got some really good molded details, some really good paint apps, especially among the suit's nipples. Some really good teal painting. The silver hood on his head. And from the looks of it, that kind of looks like thrusters in the back. Of course, it's got some hollow pieces here, which I think they could have filled that up. And over here too, they could have gone ahead, even though they did put in some details on the inside, they could have gone ahead and put in some filler pieces in there. So that's something that they could have done. Now with B, Let's go ahead and take a closer look at him. He's got that really nice face on here. I'm gonna try and zoom in. And he's got a really good silver face. You can tell just by, wow, that is awesome looking. But it's way reflective. So I'm lucky that the camera's able to pick that up. And of course, you know, you got his typical G1 style head, the Autobot symbol on his chest, of course headlights on his feet, door details, the tire, and of course the back here, which is pretty cool, not too bad. And of course there is a little bit of hollowness, but that's due to transformation. And of course you got these in the way, but they can be used as sort of like back wings. And I did say back wings, not bat wings. Big difference. Don't want me to get sued. So all in all, not too bad. So now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of minutes to do some quick photographic references for the end of the video, and then we'll get started with transformation. Alright folks, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to concentrate or focus on is the accessory, which is Spike Witwicky in his exosuit. And as we already saw in the introduction earlier, you know, it's very simple, very straightforward. His arms can go up around a little over 90 degrees, and that's as far back as it goes. There is no waist rotation of any kind. Now, let's see here. Now, the transformation is pretty simple. All we gotta do is put the arms down like so, take this back, oh, silly me, forgot to zoom out. So, as you can tell, I'll zoom out, there we go. So, for those that did not see that before, the figure itself is very simple. You know, just straightforward, very static pose, just standing there. The only things that are able to move are his arms, and they can go up like so, down like so, both each. No articulation of any other kind, at least from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling around right now. Now it looks like there is a pin, but I'm not seeing anything beyond that. So now, from what I'm seeing, the arms just go straight down, and now we got this backpack here, which we're going to fold down like so, and that is about it. And there he is in his vehicle mode, such as it is. And I have to say, honestly, I have seen better. I really have. Wow. And of course, like I said, there's some gaps right here, you know, in his feet. I mean, I have to say I have definitely seen better when it comes down to transformations. Just, I don't know what else to say. I mean, wow. So, other than that, let's go ahead and move on to the main event. Give me a moment to switch up the screen, and I'll be right back. Alright, folks. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and start with the transformation. One of the things we're going to do first is start off with articulation. Now, as we saw earlier, He's got a very shiny face. Some really good, as a matter of fact, in addition to his, the exosuited Spike, we also have his blaster, which is very reminiscent of the one he was using in the first scenes of the original G1 cartoon. So I really like that. So it's got very, very good hold on there. Won't come off. This is pretty much a good solid figure. No wiggly waggly or anything like that. Let's zoom out just a bit. So his head is on a mushroom peg. Now I do say that with certainty because of the fact that it keeps on popping off. It does not stay on, as you can tell. So you just slide that back on in there. There we go. And of course it doesn't go 360, it goes left, it goes right. It can look up just a bit, and again that's due to transformation. It can look down because it is on a type of, I want to say, rocker hinge in a way. Yes, he agrees with me. His arms are on a ball joint. These do pop off, unfortunately. His arms are also on a ball joint as well. So you can bend his arms around 90 degrees. You can go up, you can go 360 like so. You can move these wings back so they don't interfere with the motion. There is no waist rotation. His legs can kick up around 90 degrees. They can kick back 90 degrees. They can bend at 90 degrees. However, it doesn't stay flush with the hood. One thing I wish they had done was put a peg either on the flap or on here to where it can just snap in there and hold. There is no ankle tilt. You do have a toe tilt here, but again that's due to transformation. So there you go. Now to start off with transformation, I'm going to take off his weapon, put that off to the side. Do be careful where you put those weapons because they are small, and if they tend to fly out and you don't know exactly where they went, you just lost a weapon. So at this point now we're going to go ahead and flip this back piece here, and that was Spike falling down to the ground. Alrighty, and then these arms are on a rocker hinge as well, so they can fold in as you, there you go, as you push in. So you're going to do the same thing over here, making sure that the arms are folded back like so, and there you go. Now once that's done, you're going to go ahead and push these wings, I'm just going to call them wings, and push those in the back. They're going to go ahead and hook up to this back piece here. And there is, because I didn't mention it before, there is that post here that goes into that slot right there to hold that in. And then all you gotta do is just make sure this section here is, there you go, hooked up. Oh. There we go, and like so. Now at this point you're gonna hook the legs together like that. Now this waist area is on a rocker hinge, so you just gotta push that in, push the legs or the calves in, and then just flush everything in, and there you go. Boom, you got Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, which is pretty cool looking. I mean, it's not a VW bug. I think he kind of looks more like a cliff jumper design, but again, that's just my opinion, a yellow cliff jumper. But all in all, it's not too bad. Oh, one other thing I did forget. So weapon storage for this thing is under here. There is that tab right there. You just pop that puppy in, and there you go. You got weapon storage for Buzzworthy Bumblebee, and not too bad. I really like it. The one thing that the wheels aren't as loose as I would like them to be, so you don't really have that. See, this one turns, the front ones turn, the back ones they kind of turn, but this one, the back is not that. Yeah, it just doesn't want to seem to want on there, stay on there. And it kind of, I don't know, there's just a lot of gaps here, kind of panelly in a way. But, all in all, it's not too bad. It's not like I'm going to keep them in vehicle mode all this time. So, that is about it. So, I'm going to go ahead and transform him back into robot mode. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that now. So for that, we're going to take off his weapon, put that down there, and then I'm going to unhook the legs, fold those out, and bring his crutch out. And then of course unhook these side wings here. Ooh, come on. There we go. So we're going to take that there. And for those that didn't see it the first time, okay. And that's one. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Stop fighting with me. There we go. Good gravy. Alright, so that takes care of that portion. I'm going to go ahead and move these arms, since they are on a rocker hinge. Put those out. And now we're going to take this and start pushing that portion back, revealing the head, and at the same time pushing this portion in. And there we go. And now all we gotta do is detach the legs apart from them, and then put his weapon in his hand. Ta-da. And there we go. Alrighty. So there he is in his robot mode, armed and ready for battle. So give me a moment to find where I left Spike, and we'll give you my final my score and my final thoughts. All right, there they are, and as you can tell, he's carrying Spike to victory. Okay, so on a scale 1 through 10, I'm probably going to give Buzzworthy Bumblebee an 8. A lot of the reasons for the score is mostly because it keeps on, for lack of a better term, falling apart on me. The head pops off, the arms have popped off. They're easy to pop back on, but every so often it does worry me that if it pops off in the middle of transformation and I'm not seeing where that piece went, that's it. My toy is gone. In the score, even though they're in the same packaging. The score for Buzzworthy Witwicky, I'm gonna have to give that one a 5. I mean, I like the attempt. I just wish they did more to give it a little bit more articulation. That's just my own personal opinion. So let me ask you all, do you happen to have this figure? And if you do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you regret getting it? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell notification for updates when new videos are available. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.